a very special guest for you, three-time powerlifting champion and star of the movie Why We Train. It is GUILE BRANCO.
All right. Okay. Well, first of all, thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited to be here and be able to share a little bit of my fitness experience, little knowledge. That's a documentary that I am, in it. It's very cool because it follows a journey through the weight training world, in which I explore a little bit about not only powerlifting, but bodybuilding and health and fitness in general. I even, by the way, Jack LaLanne. I spoke with Jack LaLanne, and sadly, he passed away. But he was 96 years old, so he lived a long, healthy life.
Because he exercised.
Yes, and he was very fit. To the end, actually, he told me, keep exercising, and because it really gets to you. And every time I get a little lazy, I go to the gym, I'm a little tired. I think about Jack LaLanne telling me, you need to keep exercising. And then I just pick myself up and I train really hard, and that's it.
Good.
We'll talk about the film later.
Yeah.
This is really cool, but we'll talk later about it. So, right now.
Yeah. So tell us. So you are a powerlifting champion, and today you're gonna do a powerlifting prep kind of workout. What's that gonna be like?
Well, the idea here is the following. Okay. There's many ways I can go about this, but I want to show you guys, based on my experience, the perfect form and what we do normally to get ready for powerlifting movements. Now, when I was a champion. I was a champion in the bench press modality, in which I'm going to show you how it's done. You're lying down and you lift the weight above your chest. It's a chest, shoulder, triceps type of move. I was a champion in 1999, 2000, 2001. It's been a while.
You're still a champion.
Well, yeah, it's in my resume.
Once a champ, always a champ.
That's right. Thank you. Thank you. But I want to focus on 4 basic movements, okay? First of all, the squat. Now, the squat is the quintessential, I would say, exercise, because it gets your whole body. It's not only, it's not only the legs, it's your core is involved, everything is involved. And it's really sad when I go to a gym and I see people doing some weird things with squat, just really... not bending properly, not bringing the hips back and all that stuff.
Simulate that.
Yeah, people do all kinds of weird things when it comes to squat. Bench pressing, the biggest mistake I see is lack of range of motion. Or the position of the bar, too high or too low. And some people don't go all the way down, so that's a few things that need to be corrected. And then we have the deadlifts and the stiff leg deadlifts, which work your core real good, and the quads and the hamstrings. Great power move as well. But first of all, if you guys are going to do it at home, okay, don't go heavy, okay, start light. You build up strength. Even when I was lifting for competition, I always went through many minutes of just warming up, just getting ready for the lift, and that will take a long, long time. Now for the legs, okay, since we're going to start with squats, it's good for us to have the knees, and the core warmed up. So what I always say is, let's do just no weight squats, like a bunch of sets. I would say 30 repetitions. Let's start with those.
So we're gonna warm
up.
Start the workout.
You guys ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
I'm ready. Let's do it. Let's just go. And initially, don't go below. Just go for 90 degrees. What I mean is 90 degrees, like in your legs, like right here, and don't go too low. In the second warm-up, I try to go lower. But in the first warm-up, I keep it only down to 90 degrees. And I just keep going, because you want to get the knees warmed up. It's not good to go heavy if you... That's right. It's good that she's counting, So I'm going to leave the counting to Dulcie. What about that?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yep, on the side. I'm what's his name? Robin today.
And I'll be the yak.
Batman.
I'll be just yakking away here. I'm just going to be trying to give you guys as much knowledge as I can. 5 more. Okay, 5, 4, 3. Let's hold in the bottom. Okay, 2 and 1. Okay. We really want to get the quads, the blood to go into your quads and your knees, and just a little bit. Okay, a little bit more warming up. Let's get a little bit of, you know, a little bit of cardio. 30 here. So let's see, Dulce counting 30. I'm sure she is. Dude, if we're not in sync, I guess it's okay.
20.
Nice.
We jack different.
Oh yeah, it's fine. It's, you know, everybody has a different form. Did you know that jumping jacks come from Jack LaLanne too?
Yes.
Isn't that crazy?
4.
The guy made a difference in the world. Okay.
1.
1. Okay, and now let's try to go lower on the squats. Now, remember, when you squat, bring your hips back, okay? Back. And this time we're going to go a little bit lower if you can. Now, if you have any physical limitations, don't go as low. But if you're healthy, I'm hoping you are, you can go a little lower. It gets more of your butt muscles. It's great. So, lower, yes. And lower. Lower. It's good stuff. What number are we?
9.
10. Nice.
Ooh, nice and low. Wow.
Nice and low. It gets your butt. It's really good. And it really gets your core even more. Nice. Good. 19. How about 10 more?
10.
Okay, here we go.
6.
5.
I feel my
4.
heart rate getting up there.
Oh, I'm getting it here. I'm getting my heart.
1.
That's very good. Now, some people, they have a little trouble with the feet positioning as well. When I come with squats, there's not like a wrong way of positioning your feet. People like different ways. Even like when it comes to powerlifting, some people prefer to go wide, okay? And some people prefer to have the legs a little bit closer. And it's really like a personal option, you know? I would say when you're training, just vary. One day I keep it, you know, shoulder, just like this. And when you go wider, you get your inner thighs a lot. And you just really feel it when you lower. I really feel it here. Now, when you do the squats, okay, for competition, you don't need to go really, really deep. If you go down to 90 degrees, you're good. So we only did the really low squats for a good warm-up. And sometimes I like to go all the way until all the way down.
All the way,
like
the
this,
way down?
look at this.
Whoa.
Look at that, can you do it? Yep. That's what I'm saying.
As low as it goes.
Okay, now when it comes to the competition, we use a bar. Okay, we don't have a bar here, but I want you guys to picture in your head. Because when you have the bar, you don't place, just come here, just turn around, okay? The bar needs to be positioned not on your neck. This is a big mistake. People place the bars too high sometimes, and that places a pressure on your spine, on your neck. That's not good. So you need to be able to bring the bar lower onto your back muscles, and that's why you need to stretch back. Okay, you're holding the bar, and you make sure you stretch back, and you place them right above your back muscles. And that's very, very important. Today we're going to use just a few weights, and we're going to go for a nice set here of just hold it. Imagine we have the bar, and let's go for a nice set here of 15. How about that?
Got
Yeah, let's do it. Good. Good stuff. Good. And 15. Okay. That is fantastic. So are you guys clear on the squat? I hope you are, because this was the best exercise you can do. If one day you go to the gym and you cannot do anything else, you have to pick one exercise.
Pick the squat.
Pick the squats. Okay, let's move on now to some upper body. Now this is my expertise. You say expertise, expertise?
Expertise.
Expertise, that's why, you know, I am from Brazil. So sometimes I get a little confused, with a few words, you know, so just bear with me. But the bench pressing, we need to be lying down. And what happens is, just so you know how the whole thing works, here we're going to use dumbbells, okay? But when you're working with the bar, first of all, you lie down, make sure that the bar, you hold wide. What I mean is, if you hold the bar too close to the center, you get too much triceps. And this is it's a power chest, shoulder type of movement. So you need to hold it wide, okay? I would say wider than your shoulders. So you say your shoulders here, you see? Go wider, go wide. You want to really be, not too wide, but I don't know if you've seen that the bar has a little mark.
Yeah, the grooves.
That kind of works for, I would say, almost everybody. Girls or guys, unless it's Shaquille O'Neal. He's a really big guy, he might go wider, but I would say a little bit wider than your shoulders. And then when you bring the bar down to your chest, don't bring it up here or down here. You bring your bar to your chest, right here. So this is the first mistake, and that you need to do correctly is bring the bar to the right position. The second thing that's really important is range of motion. People tend to not lower the bar completely. Now, if I didn't lower the bar until it touched my chest, I would not be a champion. I'll be out of the competition. I had to bring the bar all the way down, touch my chest, and go for a full expansion of my arms and lock my elbows. Or I would not be, it will not be considered a good lift. So let's go to warm up the shoulders. What I like to do is I like to do a little circle like this. Let's go like 30 seconds each direction. Can you count your hands sort of?
Yeah.
A little bit? Because when you're working your pecs and your shoulders, make sure also, because you know, shoulder is a very sensitive, I would say, it's a multi-angle joint. It's very easy to hurt your shoulders, you know? Opposite, maybe? Okay, let's go opposite.
13.
That's good. It's very important that you have your shoulder thoroughly warmed up for every exercise. And one thing about shoulders, when you do shoulders, I'm talking about sides or front exercise like we're going to do now. Make sure that if it's too hard, don't do it, stop. You do not want to go too heavy on your shoulders, ever.
Shoulders are sensitive.
Yes, very easy, prone to injury. So, how about let us start with a double movement here. Just to warm up with shoulder caps, we're going to go from here to double movement. Look what I do. Side, in, and front. Let's go for 10, including, like this, 2 now. 2. Yes. And here I'm warming up the heads of my shoulders, which is the lateral head and the front head of the shoulders. Because before going into a weightlifting competition, on a bench pressing, I had to make sure that my shoulders were really, really warm to avoid any type of injury. It's good. 8, good. 2 more. Good. And 10.
Just make sure your back is a little smaller,
Okay.
just in case.
Okay, now one good thing about bench pressing that I like to do is, okay, the chest needs to be warmed up. And a very simple way to warm up your chest.
Push up.
You got it, you see? That's why she's a pro. Because she knows she can probably, just feel my words. I finish a sentence, she just ends the sentence. Perfect, let's do it. Okay, so remember what I say about wide. So you're going to go wide here too, just like you're holding a bar. That's it. Okay. Knees, give me your knees, it's fine. It's just a warm up. And let's do it. Good. Let's go for 20. Good. Good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wow. I feel like I'm a little warm now.
Yeah, I'm feeling warm.
we're warm. Because you know, it's a little cold here in California. You know, we're, what's that?
Yeah, cold.
It's winter, but you know, it's not too bad. It's not like New York or Chicago or Russia or, you know, probably not like Germany, you know. But still it's about, what, 50 degrees, 60 maybe. You know, it's kind of cold and chill. Okay.
It's California cold.
That's right. Bench pressing. We are going to hold some weights. And just like we did before, we're going to imagine this is like a nice big bar. So we're going to go wide. We're going to be on the floor, so what happens is your elbows will not go all the way down, which is fine, okay? But you will know that when you get to a nice bench pressing you know, bench, so you lie down, you're going to be able to lower more. But here, just use your imagination. Okay, so we're going to go from all the way down to all the way up. And this is what we call a dumbbell press. So when we do the real bench press, you're going to be holding this big bar, which weighs 45 pounds, which is the standard. And when I was lifting, I could lift 400 pounds.
400 pounds?
400! Can you believe that? I wish I could still do it. All the way down, all the way up. As much range as you can. Wow, 400 is a big weight, huh?
That's like 3 of me.
Gosh. That's like...
Me and my triplet sisters.
That's like one of those guys on The Biggest Loser. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright. That was great, wasn't it?
Yeah, I feel my chest burning.
I am glad. I'm very, very glad. Okay, folks, now what we're going to do is, this is another great movement when it comes to powerlifting, which is the deadlift. Now, the deadlift involves, in a way, it's very similar to squats, because it involves your legs. I mean, in a way, it is a squatting movement, but it involves a lot more core, actually, and lower back. Because you're pulling the weight not from the top, but from the front. So what they do is, okay, the bar is in front of you, and people have to actually lift up like this. Now, a lot of people do the wrong thing here, because they bend too much. I'll show you the mistakes, so we're clear here. Mistakes.
Mistakes, don't do this.
Don't do this, don't lower your body like this. Okay, because this is not a lower back lift, okay? But you do have to lower a little bit. So what I mean is, instead of lowering too much and not bending the knees properly, I want you to try to really bend your knees, but always look up. The best way to correct your form is to never look down. When you do deadlifts, always have good posture. You see, so we're holding the bar. Always look forward, and you're going to be looking forward. And the bar will go from the floor and up, and this is the movement. You're going to go down to the floor and up.
Feet together?
Feet together. You could be a little bit apart. This is also like a personal option. Some people do go wider as well. It's actually for mainstream powerlifting deadlifts. They actually go really wide. They can get a little bit more power and lift more weight if they can do that. But you know, I prefer it more as an exercise to really get the quads and the hams and the core, lower back. So let's go for the next step 20. How about that?
20.
Okay? So look at us. We're holding the bar, okay? Looking up, and let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16,
My legs
17.
are burning.
Awesome! 18. I love it. And 20.
Woo!
Not over yet.
Not over yet.
Not over yet, because I'm going to show you a variation here. So we call this the deadlifts. Now there's one variation that we call the stiff leg deadlifts.
Stiff legs.
Stiff legs. The stiff legs, define stiff.
Hard.
Hard. Unmovable. Your legs are exactly that. You're not bending the knees. However, you should bend a little bit and keep it there. What I mean is, don't do a deadlift with your knees completely locked. Keep them a little bit bent and lock them there. But now you will lower your body completely, because this exercise will stretch and work your hamstrings and maybe your lower back. So if you have bad problems in your lower back, you probably shouldn't be doing this. And another thing that's kind of important is that you try to keep your back straight, because people have a tendency of curving the back when they do it. And if you look up, you correct it. Yes. So you're going to be looking up. You're going to be lowering your body, but you're going to look up. And when you go up, remember this is very important. When you lift your body up, you're going to squeeze your butt. Because that's how you're going to get this muscle here. You're going to work your hamstrings and your butt. So, look at me. Bend your knees a little bit. Stretch as far as you can go. Looking up. Okay? And then you're going to squeeze the butt. Great exercise. Are you guys ready?
I'm ready.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
So we're both ready. Am I ready? Yeah, I'm ready too. Let's do it. Okay, so I'm going to be on the side so you can see. You can be facing forward. And we're going to be bending knees a little bit. Okay? Now, let's do it. Stretch. Let's go for 20. 2. Good. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11, 12, 13. Good stuff. Feel it? 14.
My buns are burning.
This is a great exercise if you have stiff, not very flexible hamstrings, because this helps you loosen up and increase your hamstring flexibility. One more?
Yep.
And stretch. You see, I'm not very flexible, so when I do it, I feel my hamstring stretching. So that's good for people like me who are not incredibly flexible. So this is our workout. We're going to sit down and talk now.
Okay.
How about that?
Sure.
So mission accomplished here.
Alright.
Alright.
So we're ready. That would be a warm-up for your powerlifting. If you're going to go from now and take your heavier stuff and get into your powerlifting, then you would go and do that.
That's right.
So let's come on over. You can have a seat over here if you want. Please. I'll get this going on there too. So yes, this is, let me just show you guys the close-up version. This is the DVD with GUILE.
Yep.
Why We Train is what it's called.
Now this is what's happening. Why We Train was initially it's changed, because when I started filming Why We Train, the idea behind this film was that I would be taping my last competition. Because I decided, you know what, I want to do it one more time, but I want to document it for my grandchildren. So I started filming my preparation for this last competition at the Muscle Beach, in Venice. Mm-hmm. And but miraculously, when I was filming, I started to meet some amazing people out of nowhere, like magic.
Magic.
Like for example, I was filming in this big gym, and the owner is the strongest bench presser in the world.
Strongest bench presser in the whole world?
He can lift 1,000 pounds.
1,000 pounds is a lot.
1,000 pounds. And so I figured, wait a second, I know this guy, maybe I should put him in my movie. So we made the deal, and he became a part of Why We Train. And then I'm training at his gym, and one of the people said, have you ever heard of Barbie Barbell? I say, what? Barbie barbell? He said, yeah, look her up. I'm like, okay. So I found this girl, she was 16, world powerlifting champion, never lost a competition.
That's 16 years old?
16 years old. Her name is Amanda Harris. She lives in Texas, and she is a phenomenon. She's strong. She could she could do squats. I have footage of her doing squats with 340 pounds.
A 16-year-old girl?
16-year-old girl.
Wow.
It's here. Believe me, it's here. And I remember I emailed her through MySpace, and her father called me and said, what do you want with my daughter? I said, hold on. This is for a movie. Okay, a serious movie. So she flew to California, we did some footage, and just by chance, I kept meeting people. I ran into Jack LaLanne, and I would say one of the highlights was when I got credentials to film at the Arnold Sports Festival in Ohio. I don't know if you know about this, but the Arnold Sports Festival is one of the biggest events in fitness in the world. It happens every year, I believe around March, in Columbus, Ohio. And they have everything there, boxing to bodybuilding to powerlifting. And they gave me credentials, and I could walk in with a crew and cameras and shoot, and it was just like a fantastic experience. And the result is Why We Train. The film was available to sell on Amazon until a month ago. But I just made a deal for worldwide distribution recently with a company, so I had to pull it out. So it will come back. I just don't know when yet, but keep looking for it, because Why We Train will be on the shelves.
Yay! Well, thanks for coming out today, and I have a link. You can find it on Gil's page, and his workout is going to be up on the Feature Trainer page all of March, and on the other pages in the Feature. And there's a link to the movie and all that good stuff.
Fantastic.
And maybe we'll see if we can get one to give away to one of our fabulous viewers. You want to do that?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay, so we're going to do that. I'm going to put a section on the website that says, get this. It's a contest. I'm going to put a contest, and you can enter to win this movie with Gil.
That would be fantastic.
So all of March. So whoever is the lucky entry in March is going to get a copy with the man, the mystery, the legend, the champion.
Gil Branco.
That's
Thank you.
right.
Thank you guys for watching me, and I want to see you guys. No, I'm not going to see it, but you guys go to your gym and do your your powerlifting moves, and think about me while you're doing it. Think about my form. And the tips I gave you, and all that little stuff. And Dulcie, thank you.
Yes.
Give me a hug. Thank you for allowing me to be here. A wonderful person, and thank you.
Okay. Bye. Bye, everybody. I'll see you on Monday for more fitness. Okay.